Molweni, Sanwanani. My name is Nombili Sombanga, and I am the founder of Teen Coaching. I was about 12 years of age when I discovered community work that led me to working with young people in different communities and different regions. The interesting thing about that is that I joined community work because I was trying to run away from certain dramas that I saw within my community. I grew up in the village. I was born in the village in the Eastern Cape, and people undermine what children can get exposed to in their journey of growing up. In our village, though it seemed very meek and very protected, it had a lot of things that children should not be exposed to. In my thinking when I was young, I looked for safe spaces or places I could go to that would shield me from the stuff that was happening within my community, which I found quite uncomfortable at that young age. And this is how I got introduced to teen coaching at a young age. Of course, it was not called teen coaching at that time. It was community work in a theater-based format. It was also me following my father around because he was a teacher who was involved in community work. And my thinking was, if I'm around him, I could be safe because a lot was happening in my community. And at that time, it was in the 90s because I was born. It was actually in the 80s because I was born in 1979. So along the years, I found different ways of doing youth work, and I got involved in different organizations. 25 years later, I then created what we now have, or know as teen coaching. And right as I'm sitting right now, I'm looking back 30 years after, and I'm looking at a 12-year-old who had a lot of drama and a lot of things happening around her that looked for a safe space. What we now offer in teen coaching is an individual or individuals that can be safe spaces for diverse groups of teenagers from preteen stage up until young adult stage, because we need a space for our children to be able to offload their life, get mentorship, and get coaching at the same time. It's necessary and it's crucial for their growth. What we don't sometimes acknowledge is that when children are outside the presence of their parents, they make a lot of decisions. And what matters the most is that when they make those decisions, are they aware of what they are doing and the impact those decisions could have in their lives in the long term? What we provide in the teen coaching space is an ability for teenagers at preteen stage to know how to make informed decisions for their lives in the absence of having their parents around. What you'll be joining or signing up to is that space where you become the individuals that the parent or the teenager can trust, with providing them a safe space for them to make informed decisions for their lives. After we launched and practiced teen coaching formally as a course, we got it accredited with the ICF, which is the biggest global community for accreditation in the coaching space. We then realized that there is a need for the parents to know how to then deal with this teen coached and empowered young person. We then have created the parenting certification course, which is currently being launched this year. If you are signing up for that course, you will be assisting parents to know how to deal with a millennial child who has a mind that they speak out, who has opinions, who has views that parents were not allowed to have a couple of years ago. In the parenting coaching space, you will get a chance to assist parents step by step to know and understand their child and know how to guide them in different and diverse spaces. I'm hoping that you take this video as a way of me introducing myself to you so that you know the person behind the brand, and so that when you sign up, you know exactly who you'll be working with. I hope to see you. If you have any questions, please feel free to talk to my assistant so that we can provide you with a space, a phone call, a video call for you to ask me further questions. I hope to see you soon.